Two. Color guard, post colors. Please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Two. Color guard dismissed.
We honor all who answer to a service call.
Soldiers young and soldiers old fought for freedom brave and bold.
Why some have lived and others died, all of them deserve our pride.
We're proud of all the soldiers who kept thinking of red, white, and blue.
They fought for us and all their rights. They fought through many days and nights. And though we may not know each name, we thank all veterans just the same.
armed services.
Veterans Day is always observed on November 11th. It was originally known as Armistice Day. The day World War I ended at 11 a.m. November 11, 1918. The 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month.
In 1921, an unknown American World War I soldier was buried in Arlington National Cemetery near Washington, D.C. It is called the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier.
The president or other high-ranking government official lays a wreath on the tomb of the unknown soldier. Each Veterans Day, while parades and other celebrations are held in states throughout the country.
America veterans is a symbol of their service to the country.
There are approximately 25 million American veterans living today. Seek them out. Thank them. Your freedom is a gift from you.
Oh, we are thankful
moving parts.
It's really a nice way to transition into the next segment of our program. We would like to welcome back one of our parents, Lieutenant Colonel Bob Kutyre. If you remember, a few weeks ago we had the honor of welcoming Lieutenant Colonel back into our school for his reunion with his family. It was a very exciting day for all of us, especially for the Kutyre family and Garrett. In particular, Lieutenant Colonel Bob. I asked him the other night, I asked him if he'd be willing to come back and speak to us, and without hesitation, he said he'd be more than happy to come back and talk to us a little bit about his service to our country and what it means to be being a soldier and what it means to be part of this country and how important it is not only to him but to all of us here at the Woodfield School community. So I would like to welcome back again Lieutenant Colonel Bob Kutyre. Please give him a round of applause.
That's what they teach you in the service, to speak real loud. How's everybody doing today? Good. Hey, first of all, thank you very much. I'd like to thank Mr. Keith Faust and all the teachers. Appreciate what you do for us. I'd like to thank the administrators. I'd like to thank all the soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, Coast Guardsmen, firefighters, law enforcement who are out there who give unselfishly of themselves. And I include the teachers and administrators in that group as well, because they give up their time and they do wonderful things for the future of this country. I'm grateful to be here. Tell you a little bit about myself. I'll make it quick. This is my 35th year in the military. I've been 30 years a commissioned officer, and 5 years before that I was enlisted. In the 30 commission years, 9 of those was as a warrant officer. So I have been almost every rank in the military, and I'm very proud of it. I served in a variety of positions. My first combat tour was in Grenada in 1983. I was in Panama in 1989, in 1990 to 1991 in the first Gulf War, in 96 in the Balkans, in 99 in Kosovo, in 2001 in Afghanistan, in 2008 and 2009 I was in Iraq, and I spent 2010 to 2012 as a senior advisor to King Abdullah in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, who just bought $15.7 billion of U.S.-made helicopters. I am a helicopter pilot by trade, which will keep 2,000 Americans employed for 7 years in Sikorsky and Boeing aircraft. And I'm very proud of that as well. And you should be too, because I did it for you all. What I'd like to talk to you about today, and I'll keep it very short and sweet, is a little bit about Army values. And although we call these the Army values, they pertain to any profession, they pertain to any family in the United States and actually anywhere in the world. Can anybody tell me what a value is? You were the first one whose hand went up that I saw. What's a value? Okay, you got something that you like. I'll take that. Something that's important, that you give importance to. And in the Army, they have a set of values, and it's so important that we actually, on our identification tags, also known as dog tags, we keep a copy of our Army values on them. But at my age, I have to actually pull out a set of eyeglasses now and read them. But they are loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. But I'd like to talk about each one of those with your fine indulgence. But before I do that, what I'd like to do, and I address this to the adults in the room, if you are a veteran, would you please stand up? Thank you for your service. For those of us who are veterans of days gone by, thank you for your service. We never stop serving, we just serve in a different way. So let me talk to you about those Army values, if I may. The first one is loyalty. Loyalty. And loyalty is bearing true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States. In our case, to the Army. In your case, to your country, to your family, to your belief system, to your school, all right, and to your fellow students, co-workers, fellow Americans, fellow human beings. Duty, very important. You must fulfill your obligations. If you have homework that's due, you got to do it. If you have to take a test, you want to do the absolute best on that test that you can. It'd be great if you got 100, but it doesn't matter. As long as you tried as hard as you could, do your duty as a student, do your duty as an American, as an employee, as an employer, in whatever endeavor you are. Respect. Treat people as they should be treated. Be respectful to your fellow students. Some kids are smaller than you. Some kids look different than you. Regardless, they're students here at Woodville, and they need your respect. Okay? Selfless service. You want to put the welfare of your nation, of your fellow soldiers as a soldier, of your students before yourself. If they take care of others and you take care of others, everybody gets taken care of. So, selfless service. Honor. Honor is simply living up to whatever you consider your personal values. So, being honest, being kind to your siblings, being good to your parents, all these are important to you. And if it is something that's important to you, you will do because you are an honorable person. Honor. Integrity. This is a tough one. Integrity. You do what's right, legally or morally. You do what's right, even if there's nobody around to see you. So if I see a piece of garbage on the ground, I'm going to pick it up, whether someone can see me do it or not. If I know something is right to do, I'm going to do it, whether there's anybody else around or not. You do what's right, regardless of the circumstances or who's around you. And finally, personal courage. And this is where you can face fear, whether it's physical, whether it's anxiety because you have to take a test. Something about fear. Everyone has fear in their lives. Has anyone here been afraid of something? Yes. See hands in the adults as well. So, it's okay, put your hands down. Everybody is afraid of something. I've been afraid many, many times in my life. It's okay to have fear. It's okay. It lets you know you're still alive. It lets you know you're a human being. It lets you know that whatever you're afraid of, there's importance there. But even though you're afraid, go ahead and do whatever that thing is that you're doing. Hopefully it's a good, honorable thing. Do it anyway. If it's a test and you're afraid to take a test, take the test and do the best that you can. If you're doing some sport and it's kind of scary, you've never done it before, go ahead and try. The most important thing that you do is try. These are the Army values, and I would argue that these values pertain to any branch of the services, pertains to any job, it pertains to any person to live up to these types of values. Now, before I say goodbye and Happy Veterans Day to you all, does anyone have any questions of me? Oh, a bunch. You were the first one I saw.
Jesse A. Wood II, Monty Poffit, Travis Parsons, Cecil Harry, Ralph Ost, Thomas H. Jenkins Jr., and Ron Stormer. Representing the Coast Guard, Jerry Kendall. Boys and girls, these are the representatives of members of our second grade family, newest members of the Woodfield family who help serve and represent our country. Again, big round of applause to all these members. Thank you. As we prepare to close out our program, I would just like to say a few final words. This Veterans Day is very special to all of us, particularly for our second graders, as they go through this entire program throughout the course of the year. The comments, the core values that Lieutenant Colonel Kotar talked about are things that I feel we should all hold very dear to our heart. They align perfectly with what we've talked about in our character development program with Inch and Miles, the book that your teachers have read to you. So I really feel like we are on the same page and we're all headed in the right direction. And it sounds fantastic that we are all doing the right thing, and I very much appreciate it. Men and women who could join us here today, thank you very much. I would like to again invite you to stick around and look at our Wall of Fame. We've got cookies and punch here. Please take time to enjoy that. And at this point in time, I do believe we are ready to conclude our program. We have concluded.